What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller, and as I live and breathe, Neil Druckmann. How are you, sir?
Tired, excited, letting you play the game for the first time.
That's right. I played The Last of Us for the very first time today, very first hands-on, and it's a very different kind of game. Like, I think coming in, we knew it was going to be this post-apocalyptic thing, running through. This is our first time seeing the clickers, the monsters, fighting them, crafting. It's not Uncharted.
Yeah, I mean we're going for just it's a very different tone for anything we've done before. It's kind of slower paced. It's more intimate. You're approaching these setups, and depending on what you've crafted, what you've collected, you got all these choices. Do I want to go in guns blazing? Maybe that's what you did. Do I want to try to stealth them one by one, or do I want to try take Tess and Ellie and sneak all the way through and not fight anyone?
How much of a design change, philosophy change, studio change was this for you to come at something from the pulp adventure that is Uncharted, so bright, so cheery, so I'm gonna climb on this and jump over there, to Last of Us, where I'm gonna slowly creep in and listen and do these things?
It's been a learning curve. It's like we've never done a game with this much stealth, this many choices. It's really systemic, and systems are harder to balance because of that. But it's kind of cool seeing now all the different pieces finally coming together, and you can play through it, and walking around, seeing all the people how they are playing it in different ways. So wait till you see the rest of the game.
So for what we saw today, like I was saying, this is the debut really of seeing the difference between the different kind of infected, right? We have the runners, you have the clicks. How do you like to tackle situations like this? Are you a guns blazing person? What do you recommend to people?
I tend to try to stealth, and I usually fail at it, and then it's just improvising. Crap! Oh, thank God I got a shotgun, and try to blast some people. The other night I was playing the basement setup, and I'm running around, and I shot a clicker. A second one was on me, and I'm backing up, trying to reload, and I'm like, I'm dead. It's right on top of me, and then Tess saved me. And it was cool. Just systemically, this other person saved me and made me care for her, and it's really cool when those moments happen.
I thought that was fun for me too. Like, it was one of those things today when I was playing. I had a runner staring at a wall or whatever, and I came up. Flashlight goes over her. She doesn't react. I like that. I like the fact that you guys found a way that their eyes are gunked up. They don't know what's happening. No eyes. They know what's happening. And I was all set to start moving in and stealth kill her, right? But Tess started shooting at her. Tess took the initiative. It was too close. It was already time to go, and started shooting. I was like, all right, I like the unpredictability of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. For the most part, that your allies will follow your lead. So as you're stealthing around, as you're hiding behind cover, they're going to do what you do. If you get spotted, then they're going to try to get you out of the jam. But we have active stealth, so you could, even though you were seen by clickers and a bunch of runners, if you can hide behind something, then your allies will come and hide with you, and you can re-engage in stealth at that point.
The demo, of course, takes place. The one we just played takes place in Beantown, Boston. How much did you go to Boston and do a whole bunch of photography and figuring out things? Are you trying to make it as realistic as possible?
Google Maps is your friend. We had some people that went to Boston and took a bunch of pictures, reference photos. We're trying to get the feel of the city without kind of like just sticking to it where it could hurt gameplay. If gameplay is first, layout is first, level design comes first, and then it's like, what are the key moments? What are the key things I could see that would be like, I'm in Boston?
And so the big part today was the Capitol, right?
Yeah, so Joel and Tess have been hired to smuggle Ellie out of the quarantine zone and deliver her to the Capitol building, where this group is supposed to pick Ellie up over there.
What's so special about Ellie?
You'll have to play the game.
God damn it, I thought I could get him on that. I'm predicting she's the cure, because that was the whole thing. It opens up, and Tess is like, Joel's like, how many times have we heard this before? And then Ellie's, this is what they told me. And Tess is like, I want to believe.
Well, the thing is, I think when people finally see what it is, it's not this big revelation. We just want them to experience it in context and see how it all comes together.
So that's something interesting to talk about in context and stuff. Colin Moriarty reviewing The Last of Us for us, not at the event. Didn't want the experience ruined for him. How do you guys walk that line of, we want to show people the game, we want to make them understand it, but then we don't want to show them too much of the game?
It's really difficult because you want to show enough of the game that people know what they're getting into and have the right expectation going into it. At the same time, you don't want to reveal plot points. You don't want to show who lives, who dies, what's going to happen, where are they going. Because even how the goals change is so integral to the story and who the characters are. It's tough, but we've been kind of like, I felt like for this game especially, we've been doing a really good job of showing very little.
Yeah, it's annoying a little bit, but I'm excited just to get it. It just makes the wait that much tougher. Showing a little bit, you're talking about today, really my first time to use crafting and see how that works. I was really impressed with it because you're going through and you're collecting all these different items, right? But then the crafting is simple. It's not complicated. Did you guys go through different iterations of that to get down to a manageable level?
Yeah, and we're still kind of iterating through our UI and trying to see where it can be simplified, where we want to go kind of deeper. But with the crafting system, it's like we want to start, especially at the beginning of the game, very simple. You only have a few what we call recipes of things you can craft. As you keep going through the game and you're getting the hang of those things, you're going to unlock more and more objects you can craft. And then before every setup, there's this kind of like cycle. Like, okay, I see the guys. Here are my items. Do I want to craft a med kit? Do I want to craft a bomb? Do I want to change my melee weapon because I'm going more melee based? And then as you get later in the game, those choices become more intriguing.
Great. Neil, when does Last of Us come out?
May 7th, 2013.
May 7th, 2013. Up until then, IGN will be covering the crap out of Last of Us, so stay right here.